Hey guys, MrCookie here, and welcome to another Dream Story video. This is, Destiny 2, and we're playing Destiny 2 for this Dream Story for, the background gameplay and stuff, because it is a Destiny-related Dream Story. Let me tell you, you're gonna love this. But I think this particular Dream Story, I should call the Destiny Math, or the Destiny Math Raid. I think that's a good title for this one. Oh my goodness, look at that. And just to set the scene a little bit, just so you got some context as to what's going on. The game, obviously, we're doing a little raid, and I'm playing as a Titan, which I also currently am right now. Look at my sexy emote. But, we got the Titan, and I was a Defender Titan. I don't have the Defender ability unlocked on this character yet, so that's why I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do a Thunder Crash and stuff. But, it's kind of just some context as to what's going on. Hello, sir. But this dream in particular, it starts off in math class, but for some reason, my math class was in my high school English teacher's English room. I don't know. It's a weird little thing. Doesn't make too much sense. That's what's going on. We're in the English room doing math class, and for this particular point in math, I and 5 other kids got laptops that had Destiny 2 loaded up. So there you go. That's why we were playing Destiny in the background, really trying to immerse you in the dream story here. But we've all got laptops loaded up with Destiny 2. We're sitting in the tower. I was a Defender Titan, like I was saying, and our goal was to complete a raid. That was our task. Our teacher was just kind of sitting there explaining, like, all right, you're gonna complete this raid. We got all these different bosses and locations and stuff, and you gotta answer some math questions to you do damage. It was really weird. Honestly, it sounded sick. Like, I mean, if I had dream stuff like that in real life math class, I would have been the second coming of Einstein. That's what I would have been. And another little thing, we were also fighting Devil Splicers. If you remember from Destiny 1 Rise of Iron, you got the Fallen with the Siva all over them. We were fighting those guys too. So, that's why it's fighting Fallen too. It's just, look at me being so immersive with my Dream Story background gameplay. And coincidentally enough, the first raid boss that we fought for this math class raid on Destiny 2 here was actually a big server. It wasn't this one. It was like a Siva infused server. It wasn't like Sevix perfected, right? It was just some random big servitor guy. I don't remember what the name was, but it was some big servitor dude. And, like any sort of Destiny 2 boss or, raid, you damage him a little bit, and then he goes into, like, invincibility. He gets, like, this little shield all over him, and you can't do any damage. And then you gotta, like, destroy a little things, or, like, go to, like, a little circle around the map, and, like, fill up the little meter to, like, break the shield a little bit. And then once the shield's down, you can damage him again. You do that all over again. That's basically how all the bosses worked in this. But for this particular boss, and all the bosses around this, since it's math class, we had to, what did we have to do? Jeez, I'm not very good at explaining stories, but anytime the boss had a little shield, the only way we could do damage to that little shield, so we could actually do damage to the boss again, would be to answer a math question. The whole class would have to answer a math question. The little thing would pop up on the little smart board, and we'd have to answer the question, and if the class got it right, we could, like, pop up a little, like, shield generator, like a little, like, explosive ball, or there'd be, like, a little ring somewhere around the map that we could stand in and, like, fill up a little meter to, like, deplete the shield a little bit, and then once it's depleted, we do more damage, and, do it all over again. That's basically was the first boss. And the first boss was in, like, a little forest, just like, I think it wasn't the dark forest. It was like some, like, Siva infused version of the dark forest, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, I just randomly got an exotic engram. This is just a normal Fallen. What? But outside of my amazing engram luck here that I seem to have, oh my god, and the headshots too. Good lord, I'm an animal. But we defeat this servitor boss, and then we go to the next area, and instead of a Siva forest, it's kind of like the Archon's Forge. Like, you remember that little area, but it's much bigger. It's a much bigger area, but it's still, like, basically the Archon's Forge thing, if it was just way bigger than it actually was. It's basically that was the whole next boss. And I think the next boss, I don't remember, it was one of the perfected bosses, like, like that big, like, captain boss dude from Archon's Forge. If you get, like, one of the perfected Siva offerings, That was the next one. But it was basically the same thing, with the servitor boss. We damage it a little tiny bit, and then, the shield would pop up, can't damage it, gotta answer a math questions, a little bomb or, like a block generator shield thing would pop up, we'd have to shoot and destroy. And then eventually we could damage the shield a little bit, answer more math questions until the shield is completely depleted, damage it more a little bit, and do more math questions, and the whole thing there until the boss is dead. Just rinse and repeat that whole process once again. Oh my god, that was an amazing shot. Oh, somebody, oh my god. If I was a sniper in the military, oh, every one of our enemies would be done. So third boss was, like, probably one of the, like, most interesting boss. This should have been the final boss, honestly. But it was, like, one of those big brigs, like those weird mech suit things that the Fallen have now. And that was the third one. And it was very interesting because if you remember the Vault of Glass raid, when you're fighting the, what is it, Atheon, I think his name is, the final boss, and you go into that one little teleporter with the shield, and you're doing all that. That was the stuff we had to do after you answer the little math question again. Obviously, it's math class. That's kind of how that works. You stop! I'm trying to tell a story here, and you're making me mess up my words. Jesus, man. But like I said, it's the same thing with Atheon. You damage him a little bit, he goes invincible, and then you get your little shield thing. And his shield thing popped up, it's like, oh god, we gotta do more math questions. And it's the same thing with Atheon. You go through the little areas, shooting the thing, like, whatever you do. I don't remember exactly how the Vault of Glass boss fight works, but it's the same thing. But instead of Atheon's room, it was like the Siva replication chamber room, but just much bigger, and you're fighting a Siva-infused brig. Like, apparently in this dream universe, Destiny 2 continued on with the whole Siva storyline that Rise of Iron had, I guess. I don't know. This version of Destiny 2 probably didn't, stop getting updated in this version. At least we can hope it didn't. And then, of course, we defeat the brig, and then we go for the final boss. And the final boss is out chilling in, like, a little, I don't even know. It's like some sort of laboratory, like a Siva laboratory. And then the final boss is literally, what is it? What is his name? Axis? Is that what his name was? Whatever the final boss's name was in Rise of Iron, like the Wrath of the Machine, right? That's what we were fighting. Whatever the final boss, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Axis. But whatever it was, I have no idea. That's the guy that we were fighting. And it's worked the same way in terms of, like, doing damage, avoiding damage, all that stuff. Plus the whole thing with the math questions, it was all the same, basically. The only difference was, instead of being in Axis's room, from the Wrath of the Machine raid, we were in, like, a room that was, like, laboratory themed. Well, I thought we were going to turn that heroic, but apparently not. Alright, that's great. But we defeat the boss, Axis is dead, we win, the raid has been defeated, everybody's celebrating, math questions are answered, we're learning, we're having a great time. And that's basically where it ends. I get a red death for the Titan I was playing. I mean, not that that's the cool thing, but that's my favorite exotic personally, so I was happy about it. Yeah, after that, we get back to the tower, the teacher's congratulating us. It's like, oh, good job, doing the raid and stuff. You guys did great math questions, you good learning and stuff. And then that's basically where the dream ends. I could literally see the dream fade to black in real time, and I woke up. It was, honestly, it was pretty interesting. I had a great time. We all had fun. And that's the main thing, it was a really interesting dream. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Yup, boom, oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Oh yeah, and then I hit my sweet O's. Look at that. Yeah, I thought I'd just share another dream story with you guys. I haven't done one in a while, and I figured that one was pretty interesting. Would have made for a cool video. Haven't had too many lucid dreams recently. I've been on a little dry spout. No lucid dreams, because I've said this before. If it's a lucid dream, I'm talking about it no matter how boring it is. Because lucid dreams, that's a concept, are just really cool. So I'm gonna tell them no matter what. But yeah, in terms of the dream, that's what happened. It's the cool Destiny raid themed for math class. And I mean, like I was saying, I wish I had stuff like that in school. The only thing in school I had even remotely close to that was Prodigy. I don't know how many of you guys remember Prodigy. or if that's even still a thing, but that was something. That we need more of that in class. Like, that's, you know, I would have been way better than Einstein as a mathematician. Should that have been a thing with more, you know, video game math stuff. That it really what I would have. It's true. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this dream story video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'll leave the dream story playlist in the description if you guys want to go watch all my other dream stories and see what else I've been dreaming about. But either way, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, guys, you like the video, press the like button, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you in the next video.